the premiere of Free Movies Worth Watching. We'll discuss some movies that we've seen. We'll pick three for next week and we'll review those next month. We're not going to do this every week, every other week. This is going to be a monthly thing. And so I hope you'll join us and let's hear what you want to watch. Just curious, does anyone else watch any free YouTube movies? I'm going to have to pull myself up here on YouTube so I'm not squinting my eyes. How's everybody's weekend going? Hey, Chris LeClaire, how are you doing? How are you and Debbie doing? Good to see you. I'm waiting for Bimbo and Mark to come on board here. Hopefully they'll be here soon. Hey, Addie, how's it going? Hey, I did another short today on how I sprinkle carrot seeds out. What's amazing? Oh, you're doing amazing, Chris. That's awesome. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I am. So, Addie, what are you up to this weekend? I finally got some drywall hung. Oh no, I had studs put in to hold up my roof. I've had open wall supporting beam that needed to be replaced. So now they're starting to get to where they can drywall again. So I'm doing video, but I'm not going to put them out till way later. So, why is it that I'm having... Hey, Mark. Good to see you, Mark. Here is the link. Bimbo should be around shortly. I talked to her earlier, so I know she's not napping unless she's totally exhausted and crashed on us. But I doubt it. She just posted the show on Twitter for me. For some reason, so the other day I had 5,001 people I was following on Twitter the other day. And all of a sudden my tweets would not work. So after a lot of frustration, here comes Mark. Hey, Mark, that's you. Where's Mark?
I'm right here. What's your show about tonight?
It's on Free Movies. Yep.
On what?
Free movies. Free movies that are available to watch. So you'll see. I'll see. Mark's going to be here shortly. Obviously, I cannot see. So hopefully Bimbo comes up. Hey, Bopak, how's it going? How you doing tonight? We're waiting on Bimbo. There's Mark. Hey, Mark. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
That's
Thanks.
good. On this enchanted evening.
Yeah, some enchanted evening. I can't. So weird. It's saying I have no connection on my phone.
You need your phone?
Yeah, I do because that's where my crib notes are, and that's how I can read the text in chat.
Where do you have your notes? Up in a cloud or?
No, they're on my phone, but I also want to look at chat in YouTube. And for that, yeah, I do need,
Connection.
yeah,
Right on.
because my eyesight is so poor. And for that, yeah, I do need, there we go. So I've got that.
Hey, Bopak. Hey, Simple Life.
Hey, so Bimbo is late. Where is she?
She's late. She's being fashionably,
Yeah, she's probably getting all dolled up.
yeah. Most likely. I did.
Oh, she sent me a direct text. It says, "Don't be late like me always is."
Always is, yeah. Never can come on time. Always
Yeah.
between. She's been getting better though.
Well, I think she likes to be late.
Yeah, probably.
Nothing like making a special appearance.
That's right. Fashionably
She's so
tardy, I
funny.
think I wanted to say.
She's so funny. I feel bad for her though. I can imagine 14 medical appointments in 1 week.
Is
for
that what
Al.
she had?
Yeah, that's what she said she had. 14 appointments this week.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So
It's a lot.
she's tired. She
Yeah.
said she didn't get a nap. So, but yeah, we'll see. So you have a list, huh? Did you
Yeah.
have any
Oh, yeah.
problem coming up with anything?
No. I watch a lot of movies on YouTube.
Yeah. I haven't watched too many. I watched a little bit of not on YouTube. I think IMDb does some free stuff every now and then. So I was watching some Schitt's Creek on there.
Oh yeah. Do you ever go over to the sites like Yes Movies or Solar Movies?
No.
They're
I
all
don't do any
free.
of that.
They're all free sites, eh?
Do you have
But
to
they
sign up for that?
no,
or
you don't have to
anything?
sign up on anything. You have
Oh,
to.
no.
You just got to click the X's to get rid of your commercials, and you got
Mhm.
whatever you watch. We watch sometimes movies that are still in the theaters.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, Schitt's Creek is funny. I mean, I love Eugene Levy, and I used to watch
Oh, I used to watch that.
SCTV and all that.
Why? What about it?
Well, I loved SCTV. I had the DVDs. I had waited, and one day I just searched, and I'm like, Second City TV season 1. I Googled it, and they had like Eugene Levy was working to put it out, and you could get on a wait list. So I got on the wait list. I got notified. I got that CD, that first season, as soon as it came out.
Cool.
Prepaid on Amazon.
I've seen every episode.
Oh yeah, multiple times for me. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
like Chris had never seen it, so he
Really?
loved it. Yeah, he had never seen it, but
It's
he really
hilarious.
loved it. Well, he likes a lot of the Christopher Guest stuff, and so they do a lot with Christopher Guest movies.
I don't know
So-
Christopher Guest.
It's Jamie Lee Curtis's husband, but he did Best in Show and oh gosh, come on, y'all know some other stuff he did. Oh, he did Spinal Tap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Christopher Guest. So, and they do a lot of stuff with his movies. So Andrea Martin and Eugene Levy and what's her name?
Catherine O'Hara and
Catherine O'Hara.
and the other one was
Andrea Martin.
Andrea Martin. I totally forget Andrea Martin.
She's funny. I loved her characters.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She had the best characters in my opinion.
They did. They always fitted it really well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But she was kind of like a Gilda Radner. You know, you could give her anything and she would just take it over the top and be totally silly.
That's right.
I keep waiting for Bimbo.
But Schitt's Creek, I watched the first 2 seasons as soon as it came out. How many seasons are they up to now on that show?
I have no idea.
It's
I
done.
have no idea.
I know it's done, but I'm just. Is Bimbo here?
Addie said hello to her, so I'm putting the link out again.
Addie's
Oh, there
seeing
she
things.
is. Now I see her. Now I
Sorry,
see
Addie, there
her.
she is.
Let's see. Do.
Yeah, sorry I fucked the promo up a little bit.
Oh no, you did fine.
I said documentaries when it's all kinds of films we'll be talking about tonight.
Oh yeah, but I know one documentary you probably picked, so I did not pick it.
Oh, okay. You never know.
You never. There were plenty of movies that I'd seen that I had to choose from. So
Yeah. Well, maybe you want to see some of my picks tonight after you hear them.
yeah.
I don't
yeah.
watch a lot of different genres anymore. I watch a particular, like I watch a lot of music videos, a lot,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm interested in.
Mhm.
So, and I soak up a lot of knowledge, my music knowledge that way, and that's what I know. You know, that's what I usually watch.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So, my picks are tended towards the same sort of.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to, broaden my horizons or maybe
Yeah,
even narrow my horizons.
and
So,
yeah, yeah.
but one thing I won't do, and I hope Bimbo does, because I think she does like this stuff. Oh, here she is. And there we have the Miss Wonderful Bimbo Barbarella, the grand
Welcome.
entrance.
Hi,
Welcome,
Bimbo.
Madame. Welcome, Madame.
Where's that smile? Where's that smile we love so much?
Is this the right place where they're talking about movies?
I'm sorry, ma'am. You have the wrong house.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is the
okay.
wrong
Thank you.
street.
Yeah, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for tweeting that out. So I don't know why, but Twitter's got me on lockdown. I couldn't
I
tweet
can't. I
anything
can't even
again.
figure out how to tweet anymore. I forgot how I did it a couple of times, and now the stupid app I got, it's not apparent. There's no button that says tweet.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I'm kind of over it. I think I got too many new followers, so they've got me on lockdown. So
Really,
yeah.
tweet
Yeah, it
or
was
not?
that I was following
Tweet or
too
Nazis?
many. I was ratioed by Twitter. Like if your ratio's off, they block you. So I went and unfollowed a bunch of people I was following. And I thought I was out of Twitter jail, kind of, but now today I can't do it again. So I don't know. But every day the goalpost changes, so without notice. So who knows what they've done? Anyway, so I'd like to welcome everyone to the premiere of Free Movies Worth Watching. I hope everyone's doing well. So we're basically going over only the movies on YouTube that are free with ads, and they're not too bad. So, and they have, what I count, maybe over 300 movies. They have a crazy catalog right now. And we'll see how often they change it, but we're only doing the show once a month. So hopefully that won't drop off by the time we review one. So we'll see how that goes. I think the odds are going to be slim. We'll see how it all works. So I saw some American remakes on the Kurosawa films. If you're into Japanese filmmakers, such as Fistful of Dollar, The Magnificent Seven. There was some anime on there, animal documentaries, classics like Battle of the Bulge, My Life Story. and your typical comedies and thrillers. If you like Bimbo, then you might like action or horror categories. And there's also romance drama for when you're tired of the YouTube drama and romances. It's there for free on YouTube without the characters that you run across here. So I think tonight we'll go Bimbo, Mark, and myself, and we'll do one movie at a time that we saw on YouTube free movies. And this is this week only because it's a start. Uh, so, Bimbo, what was a movie that you saw on YouTube free movies that you've seen and your impression of it? And then we'll do Mark next.
Well, it's a movie that everybody and their mother has seen before, called My Cousin Vinny. And Jen had mentioned that as one of the movies that she likes. And I like all those actors, but Joe Pesci plays probably the greatest lawyer that I have ever seen, especially the whole series when he's interviewing like the witnesses. And so he, says, to the one guy who's sitting up there. And so you can accurately describe what you saw through all of this crud covered screens with all these, what do we call them? Bushes. Bushes, right. Don't be afraid to yell it out when you know it. And how many bushes would you see? Say 1, 2. Nope, don't forget that one there. Oh, yeah, okay. 11, yeah. And then there's the guy cooking the grits. He says, my grits take 10 minutes. No respect in the Southerner cooks his grits for less than 10 minutes. And so then Joe Pesci gets him rolling and says something to the effect like, well, it only took these guys 5 minutes to cook his grits. He says, were these magic grits that you bought from Jack and the Beanstalk? I mean, do the laws of physics not work on your stove? And I said, well, I could have been wrong about the time.
Oh, yeah.
And then, what?
Are you the type of girl that memorizes all the dialogue to entire movies that you love?
I have.
I thought
I
so.
have. Yeah, because when I was younger, me and my friends would do like radio shows on like an old tape recorder, and we would like reenact movies using, like different voices and different.
Right, yeah.
And do
we
you
all
know?
did that.
And do you know that when he uses the word Ute is actually a British word. It's in the Cambridge Dictionary, and it's actually the definition is a young person.
A Ute?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They don't use it here in the United States, but it's in England, and people are called Utes. Hey, did you see those Utes running down the road?
We were
So
hoodlums.
so I don't know if they actually knew that when they said it. Oh, they probably did. But yeah.
It was I think that dialogue was real. So there was when I was kind of doing some research on this, because as you said, this is one of my picks. I'm going to put, when the show's over, there was a great article in Rolling Stone's India, who'd have thunk it, called What is a Ute? An Oral History of My Cousin Vinny. And
Yes,
we were able to get the director and a writer, maybe the producer, I believe, some other rewriters, and Ralph Macchio and they interviewed them, and where they came up, they go from where they came up with the screenplay and writing the dialogue, where it started, where he got ideas, like for the mud tire, the Utes idea. Um,
No, but trust
it's
me,
very detailed. It's a great article.
if you live in Georgia, in northern Georgia, and you know some people here they do, they know what that red clay mud is, and you get that wet, you are not getting out of it. Because
got a
I've been
fair- We got a fair share of red clay up here. I did a few projects in it, and all our clothing, if you got it on it stained, never wash it out.
oh no, just throw it away. Just throw it away.
Yeah. So, but what was interesting, because I'm going to skip it when it's my pick, but other people that were in the running and dropped out for various reasons, according to the article, was Andrew Dice Clay was the first pick.
Yes, yes.
Danny
Hickory
DeVito.
dickory duck.
And okay, and now Jen, and stop there. Andrew Dice Clay has always been very controversial.
Oh yeah.
He
Yep.
has a movie out that I actually have. It is so, I'm gonna say it, fucking funny. You have to watch it. It's called The Adventures of Ford Fairlane, where he plays this rock and roll detective.
Wow.
And it is so hysterical because he's so Andrew Dice Clay. He doesn't, you know, cuss as much and go into like some of the crazy banters, but he's
Mhm.
definitely got the Andrew Dice Clay kind of. You have to watch it. It's called The Adventures of Ford Fairlane, and it got terrible reviews. But again,
Well,
oh, okay. So how many in the right side actually pay attention to reviews? Very few, I hope.
well, they're here, so let's hope they do a little, or at least they're
Well,
interested, you know. But I think there's enough variety here. We can appease someone, you know. Out of the three of
Critics
us,
are always biased.
yeah.
okay.
But
Well,
I
so
think
far,
we're different enough.
so far, I'm not impressed.
Well, we'll see how it goes as we go on. So, yeah, but also Danny DeVito was also a pick, but I think they wanted him to produce and play the part, and that fell through because of some dialogue that took place. Peter Falk, Robert De Niro, and Jim Belushi were all in the running for that. So, uh, but yeah, that is a great movie, Bimbo.
And speaking of Peter Falk, and I'm going off on tangents, and I sometimes have a habit of that. I don't know how. Last week on some channel, they had a Columbo Marathon.
Nice.
That's a
Just one more
television.
question, sir.
That's a that's a television show that I can just sit and actually just watch, just his mannerisms, and like Mark says, are excuse me, just one thing I've been thinking. One thing. Um. Uh,
Yeah.
and then it's Southern California. He's out interviewing somebody on the beach, and he's wearing his trench coat.
Oh yeah, I loved
I
that show. He was so
I mean.
quirky.
I mean, because they made it a point that there's very few scenes where Peter Falk is not wearing that trench coat,
Yeah, yeah.
and they did that as like his, you know, like prop.
Yeah, I gotta give him
So
kudos. It must have been hot filming in LA in that thing, right? He was an
in a London,
LA cop, right?
yeah, in a
Yeah.
London Fosgo trench coat.
Oh yeah. I've had one of those before, but for different reasons.
Okay, Mark. And
London
so, what was
fog.
one of your movies?
Yeah, I was a flasher, so
They're
just
perfect. London fogs.
get that out there.
Um,
Flash I flashed a bunch of Japanese contractors for IBM, but that's
Oh, yeah,
another
any
story
of them
for another
faint?
day. Huh?
Any of them faint?
No, they
Got
took
to-
a lot of photos though. So somewhere in Japan, there are photos of me flashing. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
somewhere. Who
Too bad
knows?
you
I'm
can't get
probably
a
on the
copy of
dark
that.
web of Japan.
Yeah, that's right. It's on the market.
That's
Oh, the Columbine coats. I love those things. Oh, oh my God, like the Matrix kind of coats. I would love to have a walk around with one of those things around here. Because I sort of have a reputation of, when I go to Publix, people they know me now. And
yeah. I'd like to welcome Satellite Man. He's joined us, I've seen.
Satellite Man.
Thanks for coming. He doesn't have a bloody clue. Well, join the club.
okay, Mark. Okay, Mark. And so, what was the movie that you
Well,
were in?
this one is called Chuck Leavell, the Tree Man.
Wow.
Now, Chuck Leavell was not only a grower of, well, I'll start with his main gig. He was the piano player from the Allman Brothers.
Mhm.
Well, he played with a lot of people over the years.
Little
He was,
Feat too.
yeah. I mean, he played with Clapton, Harrison, Gilmore, um, John Mayer. The
He
list goes
probably
on.
played with one of the Winters boys. He was down around here at that time.
His main gig, though, he was in the Allman Brothers in the 70s. He's responsible for that iconic piano solo in the song Jessica. If you've
Mhm.
ever heard it. Na 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 na. Anyways, and then he joined the Rolling Stones in 1982 and is a Rolling Stone to date. He hasn't missed a tour and he hasn't missed an album except for Bridges to Babylon. He didn't play on that album.
And that's a terrible album. That's one of the few Rolling Stones albums that I
That
don't
really
know.
sucked. Yeah, that's true. They just went downhill after a certain point. They just the arc it arcs, you know. It
Oh, but
arcs.
then they came back. But then they came back with something called A Big Bang, and that was good.
I didn't really think,
It was
but
good.
to each his own. Anyways, back to Chuck. So Chuck is one hell of a piano player. He's probably one of the best rock and roll piano players out there right now, and he's world renowned. Um, he also grows trees. He's a big believer in replenishing the oxygen to our planet, and he just got hooked on it one day. I forget the story, and he grows them now.
I see this. He's in Twiggs County, right outside of Macon.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Not
Get
too
out!
far from you.
Ringo, get out of here!
So I thought that I really enjoyed this documentary. It from beginning to end, it's got a little bit of everything, and it flows really good. I really recommend it, even if you don't know who Chuck Leavell is. It's really interesting. Then again, I thought chlamydia was a little girl's name.
Well, Mark, your opinion is always respected here,
Thank you.
even with that comment. I love it. Oh gosh, now you're going to have people naming their kid chlamydia. Chlamydia, chlamydia, how do I get rid of you? Those were the
Oh
days,
no! Oh no, chlamydia.
right? Those were the days when, your STD was something penicillin could kill.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. The sexual revolution, which I
But
Nice.
heard
doctor,
is
but doctor, I must have gotten it from the toilet seat. Yeah.
not going to happen. Quit hovering, ladies. Quit hovering. Hey,
Okay,
Spartan
Jay.
Dan, how's it going? Hey,
And-
salty
and-
girl.
And yeah, okay, yes. Oh,
Good to
thank
see
you
y'all.
everybody for coming up. Let's see how this new
Yeah,
little
so-
fandangle.
Did you hear about the heist we had at our airport up here?
No.
Where in Winnipeg?
In Winnipeg. Bimbo, thank you. No, in Toronto Pearson Airport. Yesterday or Monday, $22 million in cash and gold was stolen.
Total inside job.
Oh yeah, well it started as an inside job. You know, someone inside might have stolen information. You know how they did it though? They flew in a plane with cargo, made themselves look like they belonged there, unloaded their fake cargo, and then walked around, got into the safe, inside job, right? Got into the safe and unloaded the cargo from the safe back into their plane and took off. Bye bye. Don't
That's
know where
crazy.
they are. Heroes, in my opinion.
That's
You know,
crazy.
change my mind, everybody.
There will be
Yeah.
movies made. Stay tuned to
Yeah.
Yes.
YouTube free movies.
Okay, but you think that you could have been on the program wearing a new shirt?
Who, me?
Why bother?
Why?
He's the
Because I
man
got
in
a little.
black.
I'm wearing a new brand new shirt. I always wear new shirts. I
Okay,
guess
but 22 million Canadian is what like 8,000 American money?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, a little
But-
bit.
Yeah.
So my first pick of movies was Euro Dreams of Sushi. Now, I know Bopak has probably seen it. It's rated PG, 2011. It's a documentary, an hour 21 minutes long, released in 2012. Now, I think the best thing about this documentary is you get to see someone who's an old man still loving what he does, still having compassion, and being a perfectionist and really mastering his trade as a sushi maker. So, have either of you seen it? Mark, Bimbo, anybody in the audience?
No, it doesn't sound familiar.
No, but I know somebody here in Tampa, Florida, who actually has like a lamprey farm, and so he makes like lamprey steaks and lamprey wings and stuff like that. So
Wow. Tasty.
We didn't have sushi over at Sushi 19.
yeah, but they didn't have
eel.
lamprey. Yeah, they had eel, but they didn't have lamprey.
Speaking of Florida, that DeSantos is a real asshole, isn't he?
He was good, but he's starting to turn too
Nazi-ish?
Republican, too obnoxious and too Republican.
No shit.
I mean, because the way that I look at politics, and this isn't a political show, is I don't care whether you're Democrat, Republican, Communist, as long as you have an idea that I like and can get behind, I'm all for you.
That's right. Got to sway my vote.
Yeah.
But he's actually better than the human sock puppet. So
Yeah. And we're old
Oh,
people. We have better
exactly.
things to worry about than,
yeah,
books in the library and,
yeah.
Now-
Because I could dress up one of the cats, and it would make more sense than
they would
the-
outlaw it if you dressed up one of the cats. It would be outlawed.
Well, then there goes that plan.
There goes that hobby.
We'll have no dressing up of cats here, lady. Not in Florida.
Okay, but they're transgendered cats.
That's
the
right.
worst kind.
They deserve
What
a
litter
voice.
box do they use?
They
Tell
deserve
me.
a voice.
I've got
Sometimes
to
we
paint
should be
one.
more animal like.
I've got to paint one side pink and one side blue.
Yeah, Chris and I have separate bathrooms here. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. We make our guests use separate bathrooms.
Oh, the
Yeah.
last time I visited them, yeah, you know where the guest bathroom is? It's outside in like this little wooden shed with a bucket that says not for
Come on.
human consumption.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case. Just in case. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, simple life. I live down in Tampa.
Yeah. Salty girl. I was just in your neighborhood in December. So I was in Port St. Lucie.
Hi, Salty Girl.
Yeah. All right, Bimbo,
I
what's your
love
next movie? Do you have
I love
something?
St. Lucie, but it's gotten so expensive.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, so let me finish up Euro, I guess. But if you haven't seen it, the lighting is great. It's very calming, very relaxing, very zen-like. It, IMDb, it's 7.8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, 99% rating. And Metacritic, whatever that is, 77%. And 87% of Google users liked this movie. So I
Which
give it
one?
the
The Chuck
chef's kiss.
Lavelle?
Mwah.
The Chuck Lavelle movie?
No, the
One you picked.
your dreams of sushi.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you were
Beautifully,
finishing
it's a
up mine.
beautiful
Sorry.
documentary.
Yeah, I
Beautiful.
bet.
Yeah. So, all right, Bimbo, what's your next?
I'm actually, this movie was okay, um, but I liked the soundtrack better. Um, um, it's the Guardians of the Galaxy Part Two. They have some great classic music on there, classic old rock, and the part that isn't, um, like commercial music. The score is done by this composer named Tyler Bates, and Tyler Bates has actually worked with Marilyn Manson, and and I would get it, but I just thought of it now because I acquired the CD today. No, oh no, not the CD, the whole album. Yeah, because we were at Target, and somebody just left it laying in their shopping cart. So
Oh,
I didn't.
that's yours. For sure, that's
I,
yours.
yeah, I mean, so I didn't want to take it back in and say, "Oh, look, somebody left
Well,
this."
so that's nice of you.
Yes, yes, it was. Thank you. Yeah, but
Certainly.
and like a lot of people really don't pay mind to soundtracks. Um, Another fantastic soundtrack is by a Quentin Tarantino movie called Django Unchained.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I've not seen that yet.
Good
Oh,
movie, good soundtrack.
oh yeah, the movie is fantastic.
Hmm.
Um, um, and I have the soundtrack album, and I found this one too. I find a lot of albums. I don't know how, and they're always at Target. That's what gets me. Um, it's the soundtrack for the movie Cruella.
Yeah, that is a good soundtrack.
But what kind of stuff's on it?
Um,
Classic rock, mostly.
Yeah.
Classic rock, some British rock, and just a lot of songs that I had never heard before.
Right on
And
Cruella soundtrack.
yeah,
I'll check it out on YouTube.
yeah, it's very good, very good.
Yeah, I've not seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I know people that have read all the books and all that stuff. So, uh, several people through my life. I just never got into them. It's a genre
My
that's not mine. That's why it's great to have you here, Bimbo.
my favorite book in that whole series is So Long, Goodbye, and Thanks for All the Fish. And that's like the last one, and that's like the last one in the series. Oh, but the movie was, I mean, they tried to make a 2 hour movie out of I don't know how many book series, 7 books, and they tried to make it, comprehensive. 2 hours, 7 books. Come on.
You're talking about the Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that they shouldn't touch if they can't do it. It's like Peter Jackson did the Lord of the Rings to a T. That was perfect. That was good.
Mhm.
I can watch every one of those time and time again and have.
Yeah. So that's a great thing about having Bimbo here. I can count on her for sci-fi and horror.
And just, some shit that I make up.
Oh, that's right. And that's what we love most. So what's your next one, Mark?
Oh yeah, me. Okay, here's another musician documentary. This one's called "Every Night Is a Saturday Night," and this one's about a saxophone player named Bobby Keys.
Yes, I
Now,
know Bobby.
yeah, a lot of people do. He was mostly known for his work with the Rolling Stones over the years. He was their main saxophonist. Um, through from the beginning of the 70s, I believe, till about 74 when he dropped out because he was good friends with Keith Richards and he couldn't keep up with Keith. He thought he would die, so he left the tour instead. And Mick Jagger got mad at him and he wasn't allowed to come back until 83, I believe it was, when Mick, 86.
Yeah, it was. I think like Steel Wheels that he came back.
And yeah, Mick forgave him. They made up, and he was back. Um, he is the saxophone player to go to. He's played with everybody who is anybody. He's been on a lot of people's albums, including tours and albums with Clapton, George Harrison. Oh no, that was the Tree Man. Sorry, Leonard Skinner, Harry Nilsson, Delaney and Bonnie, um, Eric Clapton, Joe Cocker, George Harrison. Um, he was born in 43. He died in 14. He played sax for the Stones almost up until his death.
Right.
Wow.
I thought this was a really good documentary. The music in it is really good. I highly recommend it for all you music fans, especially for the older stuff. Then again, I thought gonorrhea was something that happens to your money in Las Vegas.
Cha-ching.
Okay, and the thing that you need to know about that is when you're in Las Vegas, don't meet a girl named Rhea.
Right.
You've heard my band Blue Zebra. At one time, it was a real band. It really was a real band. And my brother played saxophone. And one of the terms that they used for somebody who plays saxophone is called a blow monkey. And so I used to love calling my brother a blow monkey because that's what they called somebody who played saxophone. And so Addie was saying about Brittany Murphy. And does everybody remember the sad tale about Brittany Murphy?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, she was
Talented
in
girl.
Clueless. Yeah, she was in Clueless. She was the one who Cheryl in Clueless turns into, like her protege.
I don't know that I've
Right,
seen
right.
that movie.
Okay.
I'll have to look her up because I
Yeah.
can't connect her with anything.
Okay,
So-
because in the movie, they intentionally make her look like a total dweeb.
Wow.
What is my phone doing?
Let's see. So my next movie is Hairspray. Now, what they have on YouTube right now, of course, is the 2007 remake of the John Waters classic. So has John Travolta, Zac Efron, Nikki Blonsky is her name. Of course, if you'll know the story, the year is 1962, and Tracy Turnblad becomes an overnight sensation. Unlike any of us here on YouTube, I'm thinking John Waters is a visionary because they could have actually, and maybe we should do this, turn it into a YouTube type instead of the. We should do a movie. And instead of it being a contest to win, we can do like a social media turn on it. So, but personally, I do like the first movie, and I think Ricky Lake was perfect for the lead role in that. And
Okay, what was that? The 1988 movie. Oh, it was
yes,
better.
yes, with
That was
Divine.
better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like that was Divine's last movie because unfortunately he
Mhm.
passed away 3 weeks after.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
So, but this film is fun and is as uplifting as Tracy Turnblad's hairdo. That's what I'm saying about that. It has
And
a dismal 6.7 on IMDb, and maybe that's because everybody like me likes the original better. 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, 85% of Google users loved this film. But yeah, I'm going to stick with the original. But
and
this
when
is it's
John
still
Waters
fun.
made Hairspray, that was the first PG movie that he had made, and he intentionally made it PG so that you know it would gain some kind of traction with people. Because if you know
Mhm.
John Waters, polyester and um, just all those crazy, crazy movies.
Yeah. But I mean, he has a cult following, so that's
Oh yeah,
sometimes just as good.
oh yeah, and
Sometimes
they're
just as
even
good.
better. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the one John Waters movie. Oh, that has the lady sitting in like the big bird cage eating eggs for no reason. She's just there for no reason.
Y'all are,
Mink stole, yes, Mink stole, Addie, yes, yes, Mink
yeah,
stole.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and Addie says that she hated the John Travolta remake. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, and actually, John Travolta wasn't that bad. I don't like him as an actor. Um,
You got to hand it to him, though. He's great in musicals and dancing, though. Who would
yeah,
have
yeah,
thunk it? Who would have
yeah.
thunk it? But,
Yeah, he
uh,
wasn't the greatest. He's not the greatest of actors. He's kind of like the same guy everywhere.
yeah,
But um,
he has a big cheese factor.
I did like a lot of the movies that he played in, though. Like Face Off was an excellent movie with our good buddy Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
There's a
did
really
see that
good
one.
and there's a really good movie I like.
Nicolas
Um,
Cage, by the way, the other day came on the Jimmy Kimmel show, I believe it
right.
was. Yeah, and got a 2 minute standing ovation.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
because oh, okay, because he's a nutcase,
Oh
just like
yeah. He's
just like
gonzo.
just like Jared Leto. Whenever he goes on a show, they just go crazy. Okay, see, but Jared Leto also plays guitar in a band called 30 Seconds from Mars.
Hmm.
So he is a real musician too.
Right.
But yeah, but every single movie he's made, he goes out of his way to find. He says, "Who's the weirdest character? That's who I want to play."
Hmm. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't bad
Sure.
in Pulp Fiction, Satellite Man. He wasn't bad.
yeah, yeah. So
Uh,
I think Bimbo. I think your movie's next.
um,
Or is it? Yeah, because I'm Hairspray. You're next.
Okay, because like I said, because I really am ill prepared because I just wrote down your movies. So
See,
so I'm going to go with the Dukes of Hazard movie. The one with Johnny
Waiting.
Knoxville and Jessica Simpson.
Oh my
And
God.
John
Is
and now Johnny Knoxville, I swear to God, he is one of the funniest, goofiest people. Oh, you've
Yeah,
ever.
the grandpa movies.
Yeah, and then anybody that takes a a blowtorch to his private parts just for entertainment, I wouldn't want to do it, but I can appreciate it.
you gotta give him $1 for that at least, right? The tit
Yeah,
for tat.
Addie, Bo and Luke. Oh my God, that movie was so bad. And Jessica Simpson, I mean, she's not much of a singer, and she's way worse as an actor.
Was this the Dukes of
Definitely.
Hazzard, the beginning?
No, this is the movie that came out.
Yeah, but isn't that Dukes of Hazzard's the beginning? Is that what that was named?
Oh, I don't know. My God, what was there more?
I don't know.
I hope not. And so Jennifer in chat says, "What about Welcome Back, Cotter?" I guess talking about John Travolta. Yeah, he wasn't that bad. He was. And Bopak says that he just watched a John Waters movie called Cecil B. Demented. Now that's one of his real obscure ones that not a lot of people know about. And Bopak, I haven't seen that in forever. I'm gonna have to find that and watch that again. Okay, because you know who Cecil B. DeMille is, the guy who did like Ben Hur and the Ten Commandments. John Waters did a movie called Cecil B. Demented, and he also did
Yeah,
the story about Ed Wood too, which is hysterical.
that is a good movie. That is an excellent movie. So,
My turn.
yeah,
Yes.
Mark.
Um,
Good night,
no,
Spartan Dan.
no surprise. My to what I picked for my third movie, another music movie. Um, this is called The Last Waltz, the full movie from 1977. It depicts the end of a band called The Band that were together for 25 years in total. But a lot of people say they changed rock and roll with their
Okay, so
style
what
of
was the
music.
name of Mark? Okay, so you keep saying the band. What was the name of the band? What?
Are we really gonna do this, Bimbo?
Oh, okay, but you're talking about a band, and they must have had a name.
They did. They were called the Crackers in the beginning, and they
And then
changed
they
it.
became the Atlanta Braves.
Anyways, back to the my train of thought that just got lost.
Okay,
It's
okay.
filled with cameos. This was their farewell concert. They had done all these years together and all these miles, and what was really happening in the band was drugs were starting to take over from all the years on the road. And Robbie Robertson, the main writer and the guitar player from the band, had it and didn't want to see everybody go down. So he decided to pull the plug on the whole thing. The show is full of cameos from all kinds of people, from Neil Young, Joni Mitchell, Bob Dylan, Ringo Starr, Ron Wood, Van Morrison, Neil Diamond, and a slew of others. Um, uh, Dr. John.
Yep.
Excellent must-see movie if you're into it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, Mark, honey. And earlier you said that you lost your train of thought.
Did I? I must have
Yeah.
forgotten.
Okay, you said that you lost your train of thought. What was that, like a 12-inch track?
Something
Oh,
like
come
that,
on.
Bimbo, I think.
Come on, that was funny.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow. That
Yeah,
was terrible.
Goddamn mushroom. Oh, Addie, and you know what I had for dinner tonight? Outside in my backyard by the retention pond where the famous fish is, there's things called mushroom logs. So I ate one.
Mushroom logs. A real
Yeah.
mushroom?
Yeah, but but they're like logs.
Addie had some turkey tail mushrooms on logs.
I won't eat mushrooms.
I love mushrooms.
Except for psilocybin. I'll eat that.
I went to the CBD store
In
and
fact,
they
I'm
had
on
something
tonight.
called magic mushrooms. I don't know what that's about. Must have CBD laced mushroom,
Yeah.
dried mushroom.
Oh, nice.
I know that I
Probably.
saw the Moody Blues on mushrooms, boy, and let me tell you, that music was even a lot better on mushrooms.
No, shit, I know.
Okay, but I was kind of young then. I was like, I was like 12 years old then, so so I didn't know.
Well,
Wow. Wow.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know what it's like. I started young too.
Wow.
Okay,
All right.
so
Well, we're going to move on. I think now we're at the part where we're going to pick the 3 for next month's review. So I think I'll just go ahead and just pick these all 3 right off the bat, get it over with. And Bimbo, you can pick 3, and Mark, you can
Okay.
pick 3.
Okay.
So now, see, I was going to pick Dukes of Hazzard at the beginning since I'm into history, or probably equally as bad, Ernest Goes to School. But I'm going to bypass those. I'm going to go in, since I mentioned it when I announced that I was going to do this show, I'm going to watch the movie How to Eat Fried Worms.
Ooh.
It was written by Thomas Rockwell, who is Norman Rockwell's son.
Oh.
And apparently it was a book, made a movie. It's PG. I guess it's for tweens, teens. But I'll watch it if it's funny. We'll see. It's family oriented. I didn't know any of the actors in it. Luke Benward, Hallie Eisenberg, Adam Hicks. I had to dig deep for someone I recognized. I finally found Clint Howard and Andrea Martin, as we had mentioned earlier. So now the next movie I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
Pardon?
And everybody knows who Clint Howard is.
I always hate to say that because, I guess he
He's
gets
Ron
tired of
Howard's
hearing
brother.
that.
He's Ron Howard's brother.
But he's a well-established actor, director in his own right now.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
It's, he's a Nepo brother, I guess. Anyway, so the next movie I'm going to watch and review next month is Leprechaun in the Hood. Because titles, like that got me. Maybe I should entitle this video that and I'll get more views. Leprechaun in the Hood.
Have you ever seen that movie?
No, but I'm going to watch it and I'll review it next month. So
it is
can provide some insight.
So silly because the Leprechaun series started out as like a real horror series.
But don't tell me anything about it.
But every movie later on in the series just got sillier and better because they were funny, they were goofy.
Yeah, I kind of expected, well, I saw Ice-T and Coolio were in it, so I'm kind of expecting it to be kind of like Scream and like a spoof horror. And I would probably understand it better if I watched the beginning of Leopard. This was what was confusing. I pulled it up on YouTube Movies. It said comedy, but when I Google searched it, it said horror, thriller.
Right,
So
because the whole series is horror and thriller.
yeah. So hopefully I'll get a chuckle or two, even not having watched the other, because I'm not into negative killing, blood, gore stuff. I'll do thrillers, maybe good spy movie or mafia movie, but that scare stuff. I used to be into it. I'm just not anymore.
And
Um,
so, a simple life, she says, I just saw something a few days ago talking about Clint Howard being Ron Howard's brother.
yes,
Yeah, see, and one reason why a lot of people didn't know that is they look completely different.
mm-hmm. Oh
And
yeah,
actually, Clint Howard's first performance was in an episode of Star Trek when he played this little alien guy who had the ship and he tried to scare, the Enterprise and Kirk.
I think one of the first movies I remember him being in was he was in one of the like Apollo movies or something, I believe.
He was in a couple of episodes of the Andy Griffin Show too.
Hmm.
Not to be confused with the Curly Howard and Shemp Howard brothers. Neck, neck.
Yes, yeah, he was in Apollo 13. Also in The Water Boy. My Name is Earl. Yeah. So, oh, he was also in the had a small role in the animated film The Jungle Book. Huh. And he's the lead
And
singer of
Addie
his
said,
own band called the Kempsters. And he
and
also
Addie,
makes,
yeah. And Addie said that he played in the TV series Gentle Ben. I
yes,
guess that's before Gentle Ben found, that big stash of cocaine.
that's right. And we had to kill him here in Georgia. But yeah, so my third movie is the Ron Clark story. It was a TV movie from 2006. It's a drama, uh, hour and 36 minutes long. Not rated, but I guess it's probably PG ish. But Matthew Perry, Hannah Hodson, who I don't know who that is, Brandon Michael Smith, I don't know who that is. So it's a small town teacher, goes to Harlem. But actually, the reason I want to watch this is it's actually a school in Atlanta. And I've heard about it for years. It started in 2000 and September 2007. And it started with 32 sixth grade students and 28 eighth grade students. Uh, Currently, they have only fourth through eighth grade, but they boast that they have trained 108,000 educators in their philosophy and way of teaching. 26 countries are influenced by the school. 90% of their alumni, now again, this is only fourth through eighth grade now, but the alumni that attend college is 90%. They have a graduation high school rate of 100%, and 60% of them leave the academy and go on to attend prep schools. And their students have had over $28 million awarded in high school scholarships. So after years of hearing how great this school is, I'm interested in seeing kind of like the backstory of Ron Clark. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, it's an Atlanta thing.
Hmm.
So yeah, but they're always doing good stuff, and it's amazing because they're working with hard like inner city kids
Right.
who
Right.
you know are
Yes.
living
Oh,
in
yes.
poverty.
Drifter. Yeah, Drifter. And it is true. That's
I was an inner city
Leprechaun
kid.
was Jennifer Aniston's first movie role. That's true. Okay, so who's next with their movies? Mark?
You Bimbo. We'll go
Well,
around.
I usually don't watch documentaries, but I saw something, and it was a British documentary, and it just came out. It's about this ongoing problem with, you know, airports losing luggage. And they have a theory of why all of this luggage gets lost is UFOs, they're really not here to capture us or probe us or do anything like that. They're here to steal luggage, because what they do is they'll take the luggage to like other systems, and they'll put it in their thrift stores in like the other planets' O systems, and that's how they make their money for fuel and for parts for their spaceships. So,
All right.
Right, yeah, wow.
Movie number 1.
Yeah,
Do you have a number 2? Should I ask?
I hope so.
oh, great. And so now I got to write a script for a movie. So my number 2 is the all-time classic movie. If
Come on.
if you don't like this movie, if you don't know this movie, just, get off my channel right now. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, yeah.
Great movie.
I don't think that's on for YouTube free movies, though.
I don't
it's
need
not?
it.
No.
Oh.
You didn't look at the link that you said you got?
I did, but I forgot.
Maybe next month. Maybe it'll appear.
Okay, well, I've got a whole bunch of free movies.
That's what I'm
Okay,
asking.
well,
Free movies on
okay.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay,
you might find it on there. Who knows?
Okay, there was one movie that I did watch that's a science fiction movie that I remember watching it, but I forget the name of it, but it's really good. So that's pretty much pointless.
Trying to think if there's one in there we've talked about.
Oh my God, Addie, is that on free? The Gods Must Be Crazy.
No, that is a great film, though.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was a good film.
Now, Bimbo, you're going to have to review these movies you're picking next month.
I'm going to
Okay,
see
well,
the first one.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna say, my robot documentary. Gonna do.
We all know what's behind the walls of customs, where your luggage disappears behind those two flappy leather
Yeah.
curtains. There's
Yeah.
gorillas back there. And once the gorillas get their hands on that luggage, forget about it.
Actually, they're not.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Actually, though, they're not really real gorillas. They're like robot gorillas.
Denver has 100 of them because they're
the
notorious
robot gorilla.
for tearing up luggage.
Yeah. And then my third one.
And the reason that the gorillas want the luggage, the aliens want the luggage, is for all the cigarettes that are smuggled in everybody's luggage over the border.
Well, that makes perfect sense to me.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
No cigarettes on Bolton.
And my third choice of a free movie that's on YouTube is a very, very, very good science fiction movie called Starship Troopers.
Oh, yeah. Great movie.
I don't think that's on YouTube either.
Damn.
But Vandemonium is. Vandemonium Plus is.
Oh, my God.
But that's not on the official free movies, but you can search Vandemonium Plus.
Oh, my God. You have to watch that movie.
Okay,
You want to
I'll
talk?
put you down for that.
Oh, okay. Well, then I better start, doing more of those mushroom logs
That's right.
because that's the only way that you can get through Vandemonium. And anybody who is talking about mushrooms,
We should all do more.
especially if you're going to watch Vandemonium.
Pandemonium Plus, yeah, will enhance your mushroom experience. And you'll start talking like Stevie Nicks. Hello,
Yeah.
my darling.
Swimming in cold water.
Are you trying to get to the Vulcan Death Grip concert?
Yeah, she goes flying off the back of the bike. Well, I don't want to give too much.
No, it's hilarious. Meatloaf's in it, so you got to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. And
And I will
Meatloaf was
put the
in
link
a lot
for
of
that.
messed up movies. Oh, Meatloaf was in a lot of messed up movies. Everybody knows that he was in Rocky Horror. He was in a movie called Americathon, which is another rock concert kind of messed up video. Um,
He was in a lot.
yes.
He's been in
Okay,
a lot.
Mark. Yeah. And so, what is yours?
Well, okay. My first one of my wanna sees
Oh, thank you.
is called Woodstock: 3 Days of Peace and Music, Director's Cut. It's I think I have somewhere here that it's only 11 months old. It's relatively new. Um, and I can't, describe or to add it to it. Everybody knows what happened at Woodstock, and it's the 1969 Woodstock, of course, not the 1999 Woodstock, which is another documentary on YouTube
Oh, yeah.
about what happened there. I don't know if you're aware of what happened there, Bimbo, but it
Yes.
was
Oh,
just a mess. There was
worse than the 69.
oh well, there was no kidding.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The not only was the everything expensive and the toilets all overflowing, but they started ripping the place apart. There was rapes, all kinds of nice debauchery. It turned into a real wild event.
Sort of
What?
what happens in Winnipeg on a Saturday night, right?
You got it, Bimbo. I was just going to mention that. Sort of like our plans on this Saturday.
Okay, Jen, I need to change my Starship Troopers pick. It's still a sci-fi movie, but Addie and Bopak were talking about it in the side chat. A movie called Metropolis.
It's not on free movies, though. All right, we'll change it to Metropolis.
Metropolis it is.
By
All
Fritz
right.
Lang. By Fritz Lang. Okay, Mark.
That'll
So
be
what's your next?
your number 3. All right.
Okay, my next one is this one's really new. This came out a month ago. It's called Leonard Skinner Rock Case Studies. Studies. It is.
I'm sorry, what
Anyways.
is it? What is the name again?
Leonard Skinner
Mm-hmm.
Rock Case Studies.
Okay, cool.
And it goes on, tells the beginning of Leonard Skinner and their career, how they were shooting at Stardom, and right up to 1977 when they crashed their plane and lost 3 members of the band and a member of the crew, along with both pilots, and that pretty well ended the sharp tangent that they're in the air that their band was going. They did reunite years later, but they were just a shell of the band, more or less a tribute band. of the band that once was. Now there's no members left. They're all dead. The latest member just died, Gary Rosington.
Yeah, Gary.
Died about 2 months ago. And there's no original members left of this band.
And now I want to tell you a story about Leonard Skinner, and this is true. And I have to preface that because sometimes people think that I make stuff up, which I don't know where that terrible rumor comes from.
No.
But anyway, when I left my job in Jacksonville, Florida, I was working for Greyhound Bus Company. I left my job in Jacksonville and I drove my car out I-10. I landed in San Diego. I didn't know our friend Tara, or I would have stopped in and had some whiskey and a cigar with her, but I didn't know her then. So anyway, I said, well, I better find a job and a place to live. So I found a job working for medical dispatch in a hospital there. It was one of the Kaiser Permanentes. And so I told people, I says, yeah, well, I just moved here. I'm from Jacksonville. And just goes to show you people's unknowingness of geography. She says, oh, Jacksonville. Oh my God. I love Leonard Skinner. Do you know Leonard Skinner? And Jacksonville, Florida has over 1 million people.
Yes.
And so me, I says, oh my God, yeah. Yeah, right before I left, I went, to a, party that they were holding. Wow, really? And so you met everybody in the band? And I knew that this girl was going to be a foil, that I could just, tell anything to, because she was, and like some of the stuff that I ended up making up was just, I couldn't believe that I was even saying it and she was buying it. Oh my God, do you know Leonard Skinner? Yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
Okay, but it is true. Okay, the band's name is from a school teacher.
Yeah, a guy named Leonard Skinner.
I have to take
Or
a potty
Leonard
break.
Skinner.
I'll be back.
Okay, so what do you want me and Mark to do?
Do what you do best, banter.
Should I continue with my picks?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
My
Jen, go to the bathroom and I'll run your show for you.
I'll wait until you get back, Jen.
Okay.
Don't forget to mute. We don't want to hear the rush of water. So next College of Knowledge show is going to be Bob Seger. And when is that again, Bingo? May the 5th?
May the 2nd.
May the 2nd.
Yeah. And usually I don't like letting live albums, but I feel that Live Bullet is like an album by itself, because there's a lot of songs on Live Bullet that aren't on other Bob Seger, CDs.
Right.
And
excellent album. That I think it's a double, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And Bob Seger actually, his first band was called the Bob Seger System.
Right.
Then he got rid of them, and then he teamed up with the Silver Bullet Band. And then his last 2 albums, they were just called Bob Seger albums. And I honestly don't know what the point is because I have both of them. It's the same guys from the Silver Bullet Band, the exact same cast, the exact same crew. They just don't call themselves the Silver Bullet Band anymore.
Oh,
They're the Silver Bullet Light Band.
yeah, Silver Bullet Light.
Yeah, to be woke. Yeah.
So
I had to get up at 5 o'clock this morning and do two doctor appointments.
yeah, those are not fun, especially on a Friday.
Yeah, and
It's done
traffic.
with now.
Oh my God, but traffic is so bad. And like he insists, that he can still drive, but I have to go with him because he'll know where he has to go. He just doesn't remember how to get there. So I got to say, turn left, turn right, turn left, turn right.
Yeah,
Right.
And
yeah, it's hard.
So what's gone? Long-term memory goes first?
Depends on where it is. If a lot of your brain is on, it depends on what part of your brain is affected. Like my best friend for many years, she ended up with frontal lobe dementia.
Right.
And so we'd be at a party and we'd be close to somebody and she'd go, where's she now? She's like 75 now. And she'd go, look at her. Look at how she's dressed. She's dressed like an old woman. We don't dress like an old woman, do we? And she would say this
Wow.
within earshot of the person.
Wow.
And yeah, and that was all her dementia. So,
That's all.
but we didn't find this out till
Odd
later.
behavior.
We didn't find this out till later. And so, but that's part of what is affected is that your sense of how do you put it? Yeah, Addie likes her. I loved her, Addie. I just couldn't deal. Like, it's a long story. Still love her. She's still around, but yeah, I can't get involved there.
And yeah.
No,
go on.
But yeah, so the frontal lobe is, it's where your empathy. I don't know. Yeah, she lost some empathy. She lost just basic, like being not humility. That's not the right word. What's the right word?
We can't tell what you're talking about.
Well, different parts of the brain affect different things.
Right.
So,
She lost.
but what part? I don't know what part of Al's brain is affected. But
I'll tell you in a minute because I know.
Involuntary movement, expressive language, and says for higher executive functions, but it also attention, judgment. Like, so she didn't know, hey, we're close to this person, we're in a party in a social setting, and you're a guest of her friend, and maybe you shouldn't be saying those things out loud about this person. But she just lost all inhibition. That's what I'm looking for.
What? Oh, come in. I'm on the YouTube. What? Come in.
And I had a friend whose mother also suffered with inhibition
that's
issues.
A noisy Ringo. Okay.
And she would just go outside and go to the bathroom. So
yes,
her mother
noisy
also
Ringo
had frontal lobe issues.
Oh.
Yes,
So,
yes, let noisy Ringo
but
out.
Al's progress is a lot like my father-in-law's progress. So, yeah, forgetting to eat, not driving well, The next step, I think, was putting him on finger foods because he was having a hard time with utensils, which is why he also wasn't eating, because he was given food and then he couldn't feed himself well. So he just wouldn't. So, yeah.
Bummer.
So, but finger foods helped that a lot. So,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
luckily he was a guy who went from eating very healthy, biker. He did everything they tell you to do. He was active. He watched his carbs. He watched his fats. He, was a salad fish kind of guy or a salad chicken kind of guy. Rarely drank. Just mountain biker in the mountains, in the foothills of the Appalachian. Very, very active hiker. He could out hike Chris. They would go hiking every spring out west. But yeah, eventually he got to where he couldn't do any of that well. So
Okay, Jen, and I know that you want to cut this short, but for that 10 days that Al was in the nursing home, um, I actually found out through a third party that they had actually had a neurosurgeon go in and they did like some brain tests. So they actually removed his brain and they replaced it with an 18-pound DAC ham.
Ah,
So
Glazed?
that could be part of the reason.
smoked or just
Yeah.
regular?
No, DAC ham. You know what a DAC ham is? Of
Oh,
the ones that
I
come
think.
in the can that are all just like filled with gelatin and salt.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
ham in a can.
I thought you said. Yeah, I thought you said ham. A duck ham, eh?
Yeah, DAC.
Yeah.
Oh, DAK. Yeah, they're horrible.
Should say be perfect by next Easter. I'll come down, we'll open that up and yum yum.
Yeah, it's like what was that movie where he was eating from our buddy's brain there?
Hannibal.
Hannibal, yeah, yeah.
Yes. I think it was
He's
the
frying
Hannibal
parts
movie
of the
by the
guy's
time we
brain
got
at
to
the
that.
end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Now I did watch
Oh.
Hannibal because that I say I don't do horror movies or stuff like that. That was a good movie.
Okay. Okay. And Addie writes, my kids fucked with their great grandma with Alzheimer's. They would tell her all the time that it was their birthday, and she would say, "Get me my purse." Hey.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I love to do with Al? And like, this is mean, but I need some kind of laughter and entertainment. Oh, he'll like get out like a boost or something, or make like a tuna fish sandwich, and then I'll take it and I'll put it someplace else. And he's looking around. He says, "Oh, where's my sandwich?" I says, "What sandwich?" He says, "I just made a sandwich." I says, "I didn't see you make a sandwich." "Oh, did I eat it? Oh, did the cats eat it? Where's my sandwich?"
That's terrible, Bimbo.
That is
Well,
terrible.
come on. I gotta entertain myself somehow.
Yeah. Well,
Too funny. Too funny. So
Yeah. Oh, yes, Jennifer. Yes, like Frankenstein. Yeah, they replaced his brain with a DAC ham.
yeah. Nothing like gray matter for breakfast.
Hey, well, oh, hey, well, it's got the same kind of shape, and they just had to like heat it up and just like reshape it a little bit.
Yeah. So Bimbo,
that's okay. It's okay. Go ahead.
now I was going to say Bimbo needs some picks for the next show to watch and review. I've got a couple for you because I totally
What?
expected you to pick them.
What?
Well, one is called Stripped Naked, and it's an action and adventure film from 2010. So it's probably what Al's going to be doing and running out of the house soon. So, it might
Well,
give you
then
some
I'll get
pointers.
Yeah, well, then I'll get my camera and I'll make a little short.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't want to do anything like that, because of my values, they would come into play.
Yeah. Well, you may want to give it a shot. I'll send you the link to Stripped Naked. The other one I thought you might be interested in, I'm surprised you didn't pick, was Big Ass Spider. It's on YouTube, free movies.
Big ass spider.
PG-13. PG-13, so it hits within your morals, right?
A big ass
They may
spider.
say the HE double hockey stick,
No,
once
that's
or twice, But it's a sci-fi horror film, and it's only an hour and 25 minutes. I'll send you the link.
a big ass spider. Oh, okay. Well, put me down for big ass spider.
All righty then. See? Well, how about Strip Naked? That's also a movie.
No,
It's action and adventure.
no.
Oh,
And so Chris says that he has the entire Friday the 13th Blu-ray. See, Chris, that's what I don't like about. There's a lot of movies that I like series of, but all the Friday the 13th and the Halloween and Freddy Krueger, after a while, they're all the same. Yeah, okay. And now Bopak says there's a movie, and I know it's true because I've actually seen it, and it's pretty bad. It's called Eight-Legged Freaks. What? What?
You gotta let it come out here in the kitchen for a minute.
I'll be
Please.
done in about 5 minutes. Why? What's the matter?
One of these calico cats. It's like, is that the cat who had the kittens over there? Or if she's pregnant, gonna have babies.
We don't need more babies. Okay,
I'll come out and show you.
all right. In
oh,
just
no.
a couple. Okay, tell the cat that we don't need any more
It's
babies.
too late now. Feel the cat.
I don't want to feel the cat. I'll be out in a little bit.
Okay. It's in the kitchen.
You'll have a menagerie in another month.
I'm gonna open up my own petting zoo. Or maybe I can get a bunch of little kids to ride the cats around the big yard.
Or teach the kids how to skin the cats and make belts.
Yep.
So
Yep.
okay, now Drifter Nomad, and this is true too. I'm not making this up. Like I said, I always have to premise that. I actually have a walk-on scene in Arachnophobia. I don't speak because you have to be a member of SAG, to have a speaking part. But I am in Arachnophobia. And that's when I lived in California. I was in a couple of movies when I lived in California, and a couple of TV shows. I was also in 2 episodes of Miami Vice. And there was the show by Lorenzo Lamas. He was like the biker guy. I
That
forget
name
the
rings a
name.
bell. Lorenzo Lamas. That
He
rings
was
a bell.
killed. He was killed many years ago. Wasn't he? Or no, he was shot and lived, right? I don't
Okay, yeah, but he had a series where he was like a biker vigilante. And like I said, and these are things that they hold like casting things for, and you go and you're on screen for maybe 30 seconds, and you at the time I think you were getting like $50 in lunch. Hey, on a day off, that's a good deal.
Yeah, they pay a little bit more than that now.
Yeah.
Like for a day shoot, they generally, even if you're just a side character, for every day they have to have you there, they pay like $100. That's generally the price range, $100 a day plus catering.
I mean, because I know that, that I could make a good zombie in like the Walking Dead that's filmed up in North Georgia.
Oh, almost every movie you see now, a majority of them are filmed here in Georgia. We
Yeah.
have like 40 right now. Forget the the shows, the reality shows, and who's that guy that does Family Feud? I think Family
Steve
Feud
Harvey.
is done here now.
Okay, yeah, Steve Harvey has his own
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah, so he's down here, and then of course you have Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Lionsgate is getting ready to build a huge studio out in Douglas County. Conyers, there's a studio existing, and they're putting, I don't know, $140 million into expansion.
And dumb Florida, they raised up the price that they were going to charge the studios. That's why they moved to Georgia, because the
Yeah.
only thing filmed really now in Florida is like Disney stuff.
Yeah, my cousin Vinny was filmed here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We get a fair share up here in Toronto, in
yeah.
Vancouver. There's a lot too, and
Mhm.
Montreal a lot.
Okay, yeah, but what about Winnipeg though?
Not so much.
Oh,
Yeah, a guy in my old neighborhood, he did a lot of the graphic works for, I think a lot of the DC Comics films and stuff like that.
Cool.
So, yeah, he drove around in a big zombie Hummer 3. And it was like, I don't know. He had all kinds of stuff written all over the H3.
all right, Miss Jen. You said that you
Yes.
didn't want this show to go on too long. It's an
I
hour and
just
a half.
wanted to say,
Yeah, I
first,
know. It's an hour and a half. So we're going to make this a monthly event. So if everyone's available, we'll do the next one on the 26th of next month. And we'll be back to review the 3 that we picked this month.
Okay, yes, Simple Life, and the show was called Renegade. That was it. That was the show. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Simple Life.
And so, yeah, and we're going to do the show once a month. I need more practice than that. But I think for this free movie show, I think 12 times a year, once a month is plenty for this. I'll have to get creative and come up with some other live content to do. But yeah, we'll be back next month on the 26th, Friday, 8 o'clock, if everyone's available. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't and you like this, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. I'd like to thank Bimbo and Mark for coming on. I know
Pleasure.
Bimbo, especially, you've been under a lot of pressure lately. Mark, I know you have your music stuff that you do, and you're a big superstar up there in Toronto, and
I thought
Yeah.
it was Winnipeg, but I could
and
be wrong.
I just wanted to mention tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the return of Pirate Radio.
yay!
Been off for a week, so
In all its
It's,
glory, all its glory. Mark, did you figure out that link I sent you? Did you see where the guy did the whole album live?
yeah.
And they have not taken him down. Now, he did have over 1,000 subscribers, but he just played one album live. You could try to play an album live.
See, and okay, you can do that. You can do. Okay, did he play the album or did he like
He played the
cover
actual
the
album.
I mean, you know what? There's hundreds and hundreds of reaction videos out there. People reacting to their favorite songs. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
play the whole song. They even play videos,
Mhm.
and they get away with it.
I think
Yeah.
What
maybe the
What am I
difference.
missing here? You know?
I think the difference is that you're playing so many different songs that to break up the ad revenue for the copyrighted material, it gets to be difficult math for YouTube. But if you play a
Right.
whole album, right, or a whole song, and that's all you're doing is one song. Now, you can do commentary on a song. You play a little bit and then you comment on it. You play a little bit. And there's a criteria. I think it's 45 seconds or 60, something like that. You
Yeah,
have to stop
30
every so
actually.
often. So you can do that. But I think the reason the album works is because it's only one artist. And so all of the ad revenue goes to that one artist. It makes the accounting easy instead of trying to break up,
Right? Yeah.
20
That would make
songs and
sense.
divide that by your ad revenue. You're talking about 0.000013% per.
Right. Yeah.
So the money gets funny, and I think maybe try just doing an album. Once that album is done live and we chat, have fun, then go off, come back on a new stream, and just continue. You'll just have to try breaking up your stream maybe, and see if that works. Because they boot you out after a while anyway, and you come back on. There's
Yeah.
not
I
too
don't know
much
if I would do
difference.
it that way. That's really, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And when I was talking about Miami Vice, Satellite Man asked if I got to meet Don Johnson. No, he was a dick. Um, who was the other guy? Tubbs, but
Yeah.
whatever his real name was, whatever his real name was, and I remember that, it was like break time, and he went up and introduced himself, and he said, "Thanks for, coming on. Have a good time." He was nice, but Don Johnson could have cared less.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So let me go out and
Just to be sure.
see what.
Yeah.
What-
But anyway,
what-
I want to thank Mark and Bimbo for being here. Also, Bopak for moderating. And I've got to figure out how to select a moderator, other moderators. It's very, I'll get
Highlight
Bimbo to
them.
teach me.
Okay. Yeah.
Highlight them, and
Yeah.
it'll ask you what kind of mod you want them to be.
Right. Yes.
Do I have to do that in YouTube or Restream?
You
In YouTube.
in Restream. No,
Hmm.
yeah, Restream. No, YouTube. You got to do it.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's my problem is that I'm not doing it in,
Okay, because you already have Bopak as a moderator.
yeah, I do. And I
Yeah,
have
well,
Rita as a moderator.
right. Okay. I guess nobody likes Simple Life or Addie. So
Well,
or
I
Satellite.
haven't, let's see.
That's fine. See, okay. See, Jen knows who her friends are, I guess. So maybe, maybe if you send her some kind of egg recipe, then you can, get a wrench.
Hold on a sec. I've got to figure out how to mute this.
Bruce Willis was in the Die Hard movies. Now, I think in one or two of the Die Hard movies, the villain was a German guy, I think, named
Hans
Hans
Gruber.
Gruber. Yeah, that actor that played him was interesting. I think he did a damn good job.
His name was Alan Rickman,
Okay.
and he was actually Professor Snape in the Harry Potter movies.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then he also did a character in probably one of the funniest space movies you will ever see. It's called Galaxy Quest.
Oh, I didn't
If
see
you've
that one.
never seen Galaxy Quest, it
No.
is just hysterical because it is such a perfect takeoff of like Star Trek.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
So I
get-
think
get-
I've got Addie as a moderator now. I'll get Simple Life eventually. She's understanding. I appreciate that as Simple Life. I don't know her very well. I don't know. I'm gonna guess that she was part of like Mark's community.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
she's a good friend.
So
Simple.
I'll get to know her. But anyway, I'd like to thank you all and thank you to the moderators. This is the first show. So thanks for bearing with us and we hope you enjoyed it. And I appreciate you all taking your time, and Mark and Bimbo, yeah, especially. And we'll see you in a month on May 26th. How's that sound?
No, May 2nd.
May 26th.
No, I'm only doing it once a month.
No, but the College of Knowledge.
Oh yeah, sorry. The
That's-
College of Knowledge. You didn't plug yourself while I was gone?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. See, I
Isn't it
expected
May
that.
5th? Isn't it on May 5th though?
And I plugged myself. That's why I feel all stuffed. Because I plugged my.
Watch it. They're going to outlaw that next.
Oh, yeah.
I got plugged.
No, our
Hey,
next show is May 5th
Isn't it May
at
the
8
5th?
o'clock.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's May the 5th.
it
That was
is.
your choice.
All right. Well, then May 5th.
Yeah.
Wait, the day after May the 4th be with you.
Yes. And oh, that's almost our 25th anniversary weekend.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
The big 2-5.
Okay. Okay, so I got to send you a gift now that you're not going to get for like 4 or 5 months.
Really?
That's correct. That's correct. Oh, and I still haven't ordered my birthday gifts. I'm doing a list. So once I get the birthday gifts from the gift card you sent me, we will reveal that.
And don't forget, for the 25th, it's got to be silver.
Oh, silver?
Yeah. that's
We didn't
your
even do silver, gold, or
Silver
diamond.
wedding anniversary is 25th.
Okay, well then just have Chris buy you some silver nail polish.
I don't even have a silver ring. He did buy me a white gold diamond ring for a Christmas one year.
Oh, hello, Hunter. Thank you for watching.
I wanted a
And
house instead of a.
Thanks, everybody, but I gotta go. Bye-bye.
All right, you go. But I wanted
Bye,
a
All the
house
best.
and not a wedding ring, so that's what we did. So I can sleep in a house. So thanks again for everyone showing up. Hey, Hunter, sorry we missed you, but love y'all. Take care, and we'll see you next time. See you Friday the 5th at Bimbo's channel, and later on Mark's channel. When is that again,
Yeah.
Mark?
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And that'll be
Pirate Radio. The
And
return.
Which I do believe there's going to be wrestling tomorrow.
I hope
Oh,
so.
perfect.
I hope so.
Well, and then Mr. Kropka will come out with his badass fire torch and looking all tough and mean, and he gets beaten by
The turtle.
a mollusk.
I must say though, your character is really hot, Mark.
He did a great job with it, I think.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, you look great.
Yeah, but he never wins. He
No.
won his
Oh,
first match.
Yes,
That was
I
it.
have. I won my first bout.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
won his
and that was
first
it.
match.
And that was it. And you've been slowly sliding down, the East Coast.
I'm like 1-3.
Yeah. Well, I know Coachism is trying to migrate to the new 2023 system.
Right.
Yeah,
So that may be the delay too and
Oh,
then,
it
of
is.
course.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
for sure.
It is.
And of course,
Yes,
he
I
has
know.
his life. So thank you, Jennifer. Thanks for saying you enjoyed the show. Thank you, Drifter Nomad, Satellite Man. Good seeing you here. Hunter, always a delight seeing you, darling. And Bopak, of course. And we'll see everyone later.
Bye, everybody.
Take care. Have fun.
Later. Bye.
It's a great day to be alive, as Mark said.
Yeah, every day is.
That's right. Love it. Love it. See y'all.